Hey, it's Team Third Degree again, and we're going to talk about keeping your opponent in check, and that basically means, I don't know, big main staple cards that go in just about every deck, about no matter what you use, that really makes your opponent think before they act, so that the game doesn't flip on them when they have advantage.
The first card we're going to talk about is Gorz. This card is really amazing in the fact that if your opponent thinks they can OTK you when you have little to no field, they probably can't, and this card will make them have a bad day if they actually go ahead with it.
Yeah, because if you don't have an answer to this after it comes down, it can really just flip a game around, make it full 180 and give you a big problem if you can't get rid of it. Because it can be sacked for like Caius, or just the fact that you can get giant beaters out of it.
And also, you can also use this card and bluff and just end with no field, and a lot of times your opponent will be paranoid about attacking because if they know if you have Gorz, they will lose.
Yeah, so then they just avoid it, and it keeps you alive, it keeps you from losing life points, so it's just a good card.
Staple in almost every deck. Next card is Effect Veiler. This card is good in the fact that if your opponent wastes too many resources on one card, say like Trishula, and you have this can completely shut them down.
Yeah, it completely stops strategies, and it's just running amok everywhere now.
Staple in most decks that too.
Yeah.
Because it stops problem cards like the Bree Dragon,
Trishula.
Yeah, Trishula.
And just like anything that gets in the way.
Pretty much every big monster, which every deck has some kind of overpowered monster these days. Next card is Dark Hole. This card makes your opponent think, because if they end with 3, 4, 5 monsters after they don't kill you, then this card, if you have it, you'll most likely win or be in a very good position.
Yeah, you'll at least turn the game. Yeah, and I don't know, help yourself out a lot. I honestly didn't see this card coming back ever. I kind of thought this would just be one of those cards that just stays banned, but then it came back and I was like, whoa, hello.
Who knows, maybe Konami will surprise us with Pot of Greed this ban list. Next card is Mirror Force. Although this card is, out of the 5 we just mentioned, probably the one you'll worry about the least, but this card can still turn a lot of things around. If you have 2 or more monsters and they don't have Mirror Force in the graveyard, it might be wise to not attack it and make some of them go into defense so you don't auto lose if they have this.
Yeah, and it's just something to watch out for, I guess. It's always in the back of everyone's mind.
Something you don't want to die to. And the last and final, and one of the most important ones, Torrential Tribute. This card is great because if your opponent summons a lot of monsters, you can easily just get rid of the whole field.
And if you need to get rid of a big monster, you can, summon your own monster, obviously, and get rid of the things that are in your way. It just has a lot of
uses.
Yeah, and you can get a lot out of it.
And the thing that's
important.
The thing that makes this better than Mirror Force in a lot of situations is you can use this before they synchro or fuse or whatever, so they don't get stuff like Stardust and just negate Mirror Force. Or like anything for that matter, like the TG Synchro that destroys a set spell or trap. That could get Mirror Force, but that can't really get Torrential.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can chain it to the summon. So it's a pretty good card.
Yeah, and for at least this little portion of this video, this segment, I guess, these are the cards we went over, and that was pretty much why they're good and why they're used in just about every deck. So I guess this is Team Third Degree signing out. Peace.